Hello, my name is Krista Gray, and I'm with the University of Illinois Extension, Fulton County, and we're going to be working today on a recipe from our Healthy Sense lesson in the segment Smart Shopping for Fruits and Vegetables. And the recipe that we're working on today is pumpkin bread. As you can see, I've got my plate grid on the refrigerator behind me. In this recipe, we're going to be using ingredients that come from 3 of those food groups. We're going to be using pumpkin, which comes from our fruit and vegetable group. And then we're going to be using whole wheat flour, which is part of our grains, which we want to make sure that half of our grains are whole grains. And then from dairy, we're going to be using non-fat yogurt, plain yogurt. So before we get started, we need to make sure that our work area has been prepped and cleaned properly. Make sure your countertop is clean and all surfaces have been washed with soapy water. And then we need to make sure that we've washed our hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Under warm water with some soap, lather them up, get them all clean. And then we need to make sure that we have all of our ingredients in front of us. Now I'm going to move my camera so you can see my ingredients. You don't need to see me anymore. So we're going to show you the ingredients here that we need for this recipe. All right. Okay. First, you need to make sure that you have all of your utensils such as bowls, measuring cups, whisks, measuring spoons, and a rubber spatula. As well as over on the stove, I have gone ahead and prepped some pans that we're going to be using. Now it calls for 2 loaf pans. I only have 1. So I'm also going to be using a round casserole dish that I have. Now I've prepped these and I've greased them so they're ready to go into the oven. I have also preheated my oven to 350 degrees. So we're going to start, in this recipe it calls for 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin. Now make sure that you just get the pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie filling, just pumpkin. And always make sure that you've washed this top of the lid before you open it with a can opener. That way it gets rid of anything that might have been on top of that can before you got it. So we're going to add a can of pumpkin. And I don't know if you know it, but pumpkins are actually considered fruits because of the seeds in there. But most people consider it a vegetable because that's usually when they're at a farmer's market or the store, they're usually sold over by the vegetables. So we've got a can of pumpkin. Next, we need 1 cup of sugar. So I've got my sugar pre-measured out here. Next, our recipe calls for 1/4 cup vegetable oil. I've already measured that out, so we're going to pour that in. And then finally, we need 1 cup of plain low-fat yogurt. So I've already measured that. We're going to put that in here. And again, this yogurt is our dairy group. And we don't need a lot of extra fat. So that's why this recipe calls for the low-fat or non-fat is what I have used. So I've got my hand mixer here. We're going to beat this up. Okay, we've got that incorporated. Oh, there's my oven, it's warmed up. I'm going to set this to the side, and then we're going to work on our dry ingredients. Now I have pre-measured these ahead of time. So we're going to put in 1.5 cups flour. This is the regular white flour. So I'm going to dump that in this medium mixing bowl. 1.5 cups whole wheat flour. So this is where we're getting some more fiber from our grains, the whole wheat. So I'm going to dump that in there. And then I have already measured out my baking soda, my baking powder, my salt, and my cinnamon. So what's in this little dish is 2 teaspoons cinnamon, 2 teaspoons baking soda, 2 teaspoons baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon salt. All right. And then you just take your whisk and you blend this together. That way you get your flours mixed together, your spice from the cinnamon, and then as well as your baking powder, baking soda, and salt. The reason you do this is because if you just dump it into that pumpkin mixture, if you don't get it mixed up very well, it can affect the quality of your pumpkin bread. And believe me, nobody wants to bite into a chunk of salt. It's not that great. Okay, I have that incorporated. So I'm going to bring back my wet ingredients. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump this into the pumpkin mixture. And I'm going to blend these with a spatula. I'm just going to stir them up. That way I don't over incorporate the flour. And it helps to keep it a little bit lighter. This is a nice recipe that if you have kids or grandkids, they could help you. They could help you by measuring. It's never a bad idea to start teaching your kids early on how to use measuring cups and measuring spoons. And especially when they see this come together, and I wish you guys could smell this. It smells so good. So you can tell that's getting incorporated. And our last step is we're going to add some raisins. So we're getting some more fiber and we're getting some more fruit with our raisins. So this recipe calls for 1 cup of raisins. And I've already pre-measured those out. So I'm going to dump those in there. One last one. And just mix this up. Till it's all mixed up. And then I'm going to put it in my prepared pans. Again, if you don't have 2 of these loaf pans, because this recipe does make 2 loaves, not to worry. You can just use whatever you have on hand. This is a big recipe, so this is something nice that you could use if you want to make some for you or make some for a neighbor. You could share. And they'll really appreciate it because this is so good. Again, I wish my computer had a smell button because I love the smell of pumpkin and cinnamon. It smells really good. And just wait till it starts baking. All right, so let's level that off. We're going to level that off, and you probably heard my oven go off. So it's ready to go. Okay, I'm going to adjust the screen again. You can see my oven. And I've already positioned the rack so they're in the center of the oven. So I'm going to put both of those in there. And I'll set my timer for 1 hour. That's how long it takes for those to bake. Now, we're not going to wait an hour to look at it. So I baked some earlier. And this is what the pumpkin bread looks like. So you can see that nice dark pumpkin color in there, and then the raisins. This is a really good bread. It could be used for breakfast. Again, what I like to do is I have smaller muffin tins, so I bake a bunch of smaller loaves and I give them away to some people that maybe could use a little lift. So I hope you enjoy this recipe. Again, this will be available after our lesson today, and it's our Healthy Sense lesson, Smart Shopping for Fruits and Vegetables. Thank you.